Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the best smoky jollof at. But before we dive right into this video, I want you to subscribe, like and turn on your post notification to know when I post. So let's get right back into it. So the first step I do is actually to boil my vegetables. I'm using tomato, habanero pepper and onions, so make sure you get the right portion. So basically I am about to blend the tomatoes. I am actually straining the water because I added quite a lot of water. So make sure when boiling your tomato and vegetables, basically make sure you have like little water or no water to avoid straining your water. So that's what I'm basically doing right now. So guys, you can also roast your vegetables inside the oven or air fryer in case you don't want to boil it. But personally, I prefer to boil my tomato. Then after that, I blend it. You can see how it's looking. Yeah, so you can decide to blend it. Of course, you have to blend it. It's not like you can decide to blend it. Yeah, so you just have to mix it well. And yeah, I've added my vegetable oil, and the next thing I'm adding is my onions. This process is really important, so you literally have to fry your onions for like probably a minute. Then you're gonna add your tin tomato or tomato paste. I'm using Gino tomato paste, so you can use the one also in tube. You can use a different brand actually, just any thick tomato paste. So make sure you get the thick one. The thicker the better. So I will stir fry this for like probably like 2 minutes on low heat, guys. Make sure it's on low heat. Then I will add my blended tomato, pepper and onions. Then I'm gonna stir them together evenly. Make sure you really stir them so it stirs like evenly. Then I'm gonna boil them for probably like 20 minutes. After that, I'm gonna add my seasoning. Yeah, depending on your portion, you can add like lesser, like 2 cubes of seasoning. So yeah, I'm cooking in a large portion, hence I use like 3 cubes of seasoning. Then I added my salt. Then this one I'm adding my stock. It is also called broth, I think. I'm adding my chicken stock basically. Then I've washed my rice. This process is so important. Make sure you wash your rice thoroughly. Yeah, I washed it like probably like 5 times here to remove any starch because I'm not gonna parboil it. I don't like parboiling my rice, so in case you don't want to parboil rice, make sure you wash it thoroughly to remove the starch. And guys, I would advise you not to actually parboil, so the ingredients can actually penetrate the rice from the beginning. So yeah, so make sure it is better if you cook directly to also avoid like getting soggy. And yeah, our stew is ready. As you can see, the oil is floating already, so that indicator that the stew is done. Then I'm gonna add my washed rice. Guys, don't mind how like my kitchen looks like, because once you're cooking jollof rice, your kitchen have to be messy. Is an indicator your jollof is gonna bang. So yeah, the kitchen have to be messy. And you guys, you can see I added like enough stew, like it's even literally overflowing. So because I want it to look rich and taste rich, like, so you have to stir it thoroughly. You have to stir it so it's not gonna get burnt so fast from the under. So I added the remaining stock, chicken stock. Guys, you do not have to add a lot of this chicken stock. I think I added a lot, so I added my bay leaves, I added my thyme. Yeah, so these ingredients are so important to make your jollof taste so good. And then I added curry. You can't skip this, guys. This ingredient, make sure you add it. Okay, guys. And then I'm gonna add my seasoning. For this, I'm using 1 cube because like my chicken stock has enough seasoning and salt, and I'm using a tiny bit of salt. You don't have to add like a lot of salt. In fact, sometimes you don't even need it to add salt or seasoning if you had like enough in your chicken stock. So don't make the mistake of adding a lot. And also, guys, as you can see, I didn't add any water. I only use chicken stock. This will make the taste really feel rich because there is no water to dilute it. So it will actually taste like rich. And then I covered it for probably like 10 minutes. And guys, this process you have to put it on low heat. At this point also you can decide to add your foil for it to steam. This process is about steaming basically, so you have to put it on low heat. You have to put it on low heat. If you are using an induction, probably like put it like around 3 or 4. If you are using gas, make sure you put it in the lowest to make it steam. Your jollof doesn't have to boil. The most important is for it to steam so it can penetrate, so the ingredients can penetrate into it. Then after like probably like 30 minutes, I added my onions. Guys, you can skip this part if you're not a fan of onion, but to me, I always like adding onion. So this part you can decide to add your butter. It is optional, but personally I don't like adding butter. I think it's also got margarine. And you can see how it's looking. The jollof is done basically. And guys, when I tell you this tastes so good, if you follow this process. So this process now to make a smoky jollof rice, then you will close the food. You will turn it on to the highest heat for like 5 minutes to bring out the smoke. You can see how the smoke is literally coming out. That's when it's gonna give a tasty, a smoky taste. And this is the finished look, guys. This, you can see how good it's looking here. So this is the easiest way to cook jollof rice. And yeah, guys, so in case you have any other question to ask me, make sure you put it down in the inbox and